So it's Halloween, and even though my country doesn't celebrate, I have decided to dress up for Halloween. I love Soul Eater. When I was fatigued with media, especially anime, I was recommended Soul Eater and my heart was like shocked back into life. The power system, the characters, the animation, the art, it's just all around a goated show. So for Halloween, I decided not only to dress up for the first time, but also to make Soul Eater OCs. The Soul Eater power system is reliant on two things: a weapon and a person that wields the weapon, who is called a Meister. Weapons have both weapon and human forms, and the main antagonists of the show are called witches. It sounds simple because it is, and if it didn't sound simple, I'm sorry. Go look at the Soul Eater wiki. The first thing I did when deciding to make these original characters was to Google Soul Eater OCs for inspiration. I was planning to go to the image tab of Google search to see people's Soul Eater OCs, and yes, I know that it's an abomination, but come on, nobody likes Pinterest anymore. Leave me be. I didn't get the chance to do that though, because the top search result was a Reddit post. I was actually surprised to see a Reddit post. So out of sheer curiosity, I decided to click on it and read through the post. That Reddit post, it was the single most helpful thing for creating my Soul Eater OCs. The basis of the advice was that with Soul Eater OCs, the best way to make them good and memorable is to have a theme that the character designs follow. So for anyone who has watched Soul Eater, a good example will be Morgana, who is themed after snakes. After reading the post, I realized it was really good advice for any character design, really, not just Soul Eater OCs. A theme will make it generally easier for you to think about how the character design is going to look, especially because it's visual design most of the time, first and foremost. It's a really good way to point you in a direction. I did go look at other character designs of the main cast to figure out what a good theme would be for my OCs, but I still couldn't figure anything out. So I just let it be for 2 days. And then I was in a call with friends and we started talking about biker gangs and their course of conduct for some reason. And I was and I like to look at things while I'm talking about them. So I just Googled biker gangs and I was just they look pretty cool. And ta-da, I had my theme for the weapon. I had already decided that the weapon form was going to be a bat, but I needed to figure out the aesthetic of the bat. And I know that sounds kind of insane, how can a bat be aesthetic? But I want you to think of a pink bat with girly stickers on it, or a regular wooden bat or metallic bat you find in a gang manhwa. I wanted the bat in my Soul Eater OC duo to have its own unique look. And with biker gangs, I think I found it. You're probably wondering how I brought these two ideas together, and I just gave the bat spikes because I saw some of the biker gang people have spikes on the shoulder pads of their leather jackets, and it clicked. I had found my Mona Lisa. So the human form of the bat was going to have spikes on the shoulder pads of their leather jacket, and the bat was going to have spikes. So I had the main theme of the weapon figured out: spikes. And so as much as possible when I was drawing their human form, I included spikes. Even in their hair, although it doesn't spike up in different directions like a character like Bakugo, I wanted spikes to still convey, so I gave them spiky tips. I also wanted a kind of cohesive yet contrasting motif with the weapon and Meister when it came to the colors for the design, and decided to go with black for the color that tied them together. The next hurdle came in the shape of what theme the Meister would follow, and when thinking about a nice color that will go with black, red and white came to mind, leading to thoughts of priests, and boom, the Meister was a priest. I'm very hesitant to throw away ideas that give me that's good. So I usually just go with my first idea. I decided to then have the weapon's color scheme be red and black, and bam, I had my OCs. I prefer to do most of my ideation on paper because it takes me longer to draw digitally than traditionally, because traditionally I can get ideas down quicker, and even composition sometimes. I also have to have masculine women in every one of my OC parents because the Woola has chained me to their basement. Do not free me, please. I am in paradise. Thank you. So the lore that I concocted for my OCs, my Soul Eater OCs, are that they met as kids. Teresa, the priest, the Meister, grew up in the church, and Wolf, the weapon, was a random kid from the neighborhood. When they were teenagers, the church burnt down. Someone burned down the church. And Wolf helped Teresa escape the fire, but everyone else died because we have to give them tragic backstories. They have since been inseparable. After finding out that the fire was caused by a witch, Wolf reveals she has always been able to turn into a bat. And then they train and defeat the evil witch, and boom, their journey continues. I was gonna say like their story ends, but like no. The journey then continues as Weapon and Meister. Also, they are not dating, but they do kiss, but they are not dating. And never say that they're dating in front of them because Wolf will blush and Teresa will try to kill you. Is it cringe to make original characters in an existing universe? If so, arrest me for my crimes, because to be cringe is to be free, and the power of cringe cannot shackle me. After I had art of them in their human forms done, I wanted to get some art of the Meister kind of wielding the weapon, so I did that as well. I was going for a kind of splash art vibe, but I think the vibe is more like a nice print card. I don't know. Tell me if you like it in the comments. I might attempt more of these attempted splash art kind of illustrations in the future, so I could get better of them. Practice makes perfect, as they say. As you can see, there was a very big effort to have the spikes a big part of the bat because, well, it is a bat, you know, kind of boring, like I said before, but like the spikes were the main thing that made it Wolf as a bat. I also added the leash in Wolf's human form, not only because they are as freaky as me, but because I had a really cool composition idea with some leather suspended around Teresa with the splash art image, as you can see. I think it was a good decision, and it will probably be so epic in a fight. Like a double whacking with the bat and swinging leather around. With the power of anime, we will ignore how dangerous such a weapon would probably be for the sake of cool factor. Okay, wow, thank you for watching. I initially was going to post a different video last week, but I didn't get the art down early enough, and so I scrapped it. I also wanted to post this video during Halloween week and nothing was going to take its place, so I just got to drawing the Soul Eater OCs. I really like designing new characters, even if my head hurts from it sometimes. If you're interested in any character designs that you'd like to see from me, tell me in the comments. I'm currently thinking of making a Dungeons and Dragons OC because I'm starting a short solo campaign, so maybe I'll do that next. I don't know. I have a lot of things that I want to draw. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And if you like my art, come follow me on the other socials so I can grow a little bit and you get cool art in return.